Hola, konnichiwa. This is Neo Cosmos. I'm coming back at you once again. And this message just kept ringing in my ear over the past few minutes. And that is, it is okay to cry, especially to my men out there. It is absolutely okay to cry. It is okay to release that burden, that energy that doesn't serve you from traumatic experiences, from betrayal situations, from you being angry and spouting out that type of energy onto others, projecting that energy onto others. It inflicts you more by keeping it in and not allowing yourself to be heard, to release it, cry that shit out. Because at the end of the day, the longer you keep that energy by trying to have this type of a tough guy facade, the more heavier and weighted your energy is going to be. And when you know, as you know, when it comes to the Schumann resonance, having weighted energy is never something that you want to have because you could be missing the boat out there. You could have a golden ticket opportunity, and because you're weighted, you're not in those higher states of feeling and being for you to observe it, notice it, and take heed of it. If you get what I'm saying. So answer the call. And the way of answering the call is releasing all that angry, pain, resentful, betrayal type energy because it doesn't serve you at the end of the day. You deserve to release that. You deserve to let it go. I'm a person of living proof of that. I had to put my ego aside and let that shit go. I had to let go of a lot of things that I felt empowered because it made me feel empowered to be a person to snap back at somebody verbally or physically. And I've learned through experiences that it is never a good idea to tap into that wild energy because it could put you in situations that you don't need to be in, and it could alter the whole course of your life and your path. So you don't want it to get it to that point. So the best thing to do, I know, yeah, it might to you and we've been all been programmed to feel like, oh, men shouldn't cry and men don't cry, and that's the toxicity that we were born and raised into belief. But that's not true. Men are the main ones that need to cry because we're the ones that have to carry the burdens of being the protector, the provider, the fighter, the the hands-on person, and we're been taught to dismiss the divine feminine aspect of ourselves, which is to express ourselves and to express when someone got them fucked up, or to conducively create a way of them releasing that energy of anger into their art, into their creativity, into when it comes down to their true gifts, their the true gifts that lies within their heart space. And when you have that anger in the way, it's going to get it's like a barrier for you to get into that creative aspect of yourself. You'll be amazed at what you're able to do once you release certain painful, traumatic situations. Yeah, no, the memory doesn't go away, but at least you could be more present. You could be more present about it because the more you think about the past, the more angry and hurt and betrayed and insulted that you will feel. And what's worse about it is that you can't do anything about it because it already happened. So it's like a perpetual situation where you always feel like I can never get over the situation. And that's mainly because you keep being in your head and living in that moment and allowing that memory to be a talisman for you to go to the past and transport and teleport to the past to a degree, if you will. I should say quantum leap or shift to that timeline, and you don't want to do that because that it throws off your present because you're not present. You're in the past. Everything that we have right now is in the present. Every single thing that we have right now is right now. The decisions that we make right now for ourselves, number one, firstly, for ourselves. Because at the end of the day, we have to realize if you don't take heed of certain things that you want to change within yourself and you always look backwards, how are you going to change? You're just going to keep rehashing the same memory that gets you angry, that triggers you, and that have you partaking in certain vices that you shouldn't, such as liquor or whatever, you know. I can speak on my situation. It used to be advice for me to drink liquor because it was my way to release and feel like, you know, worry free because when I'm sober, I'm not. I have so much things on my mind. I'm always in my head a lot. And then when I drink, it's like, oh, well, everything's fine. And it becomes an addictive feeling. And so I can speak for myself. That's what I'm working through. I'm working through that. And I've learned the behind the scenes lessons of that. So that's why I say it's so important to heal. It's so important to be self aware. And it's very, very important to be present because you're missing out on moments. You're missing out on new opportunities. You're most missing out on moments of creativity and actually partaking into your mission, whatever mission that is. So I wanted to share that message with all of y'all, and I hope this message served you all well. Peace and ashe.